Eurobox presents The Universe Out of the Box, Worlds and Anti-Worlds, written by Giovanni Gregori and Bruno Gregori. What if the universe were far more intuitive and far stranger than we have been taught? The Universe Out of the Box is an ambitious and thought-provoking journey that invites readers to rethink the foundations of modern physics, cosmology, and even life itself. Giovanni and Bruno are our special guests today to present their new published book. So let's welcome them. Hi, Giovanni. Hi, Bruno. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. So, first of all, I'll address it to you, Bruno, this first question. Why this book? What was the inspiration to start this project?
The first inspiration is that I am the son of my father. And so where I heard since the childhood about scientific topics. I am a doctor. I'm not a scientist, but I write this book with my father with real pleasure. Okay. So why this book? Because science is now suffering an identity crisis. Our widespread scientific knowledge is static, also in medicine, I can guess. Our mind dislikes uncertainty. Not relying on the mainstream is uncomfortable, but we gain better awareness of the world and of ourselves. This book is challenging because it stimulates the reader also on a psychological level and tries to explain concepts that most people consider abstruse. It is a journey where mind can dance between quantum physics, cosmology, theology, Greek philosophy, and the mystery of life and death. After Galileo, Newton, Maxwell, Planck, Einstein, and other scientists, we propose now a new formulation of physics, where we get rid of several well-known paradoxes that for over a century hamper the progress of knowledge, and that we include life as an endemic phenomenon in the world universe, according to a reasonable logic framework in a cosmological perspective. So it's really a great works.
Giovanni, what are the basic steps for achieving a new axiomatic formulation of physics?
Many present and solved paradoxes can find a solution. At present, we are biased by three original themes in Newton's principles, by a mistake in Einstein's mistakes, and by a misconception of the absolute time and the perception of how time is passing. A key paradox is the observation of antimatter. This can be explained only by assuming that the absolute world is a timeless world. And there are two twin worlds, world of matter and world of antimatter. The perception of the time passing is impossible in standard physics. Phenomena do not evolve between equilibrium states. Rather, the entire universe is searching for a final equilibrium without reaching it. And this is closely related to the mysterious golden ratio.
And Bruno, as we anticipated before, it is very important to discuss the life theme. What are the implications for the origin of life on the Earth and as a pandemic phenomenon in the universe?
Yes, this is the topic of the book is more interesting for me, of course. I am a doctor, and we found that life is really endemic everywhere, also on the Earth, deep in the ocean, and also in the universe. The key concept is that the system of the life have a different statistics. We found a new concept that we applied for the first time at the scientific topics, that is the anti-fragility. That is a concept that is born in the financial world, in which the system can, that is damaged, can regenerate in a new system, in a stronger system. That's what happens in the life circle. And so also the death is part of the life and allows the autopoiesis. And so the evolution is an example of the anti-fragility concept.
Which is very interesting, and it's interesting that you are able to make it accessible for the readers. Giovanni, in summary, what are the conclusions of this book?
There exist in the universe galaxies of matter and galaxies of antimatter. Let me call them anti-galaxies. They eventually annihilate in a big crunch and enter into the timeless world. From the timeless world, eventually, new galaxies and new galaxies are born. The phenomenon is cyclic, is repeated, and since the universe is absolute, the absolute existence of the universe is the timeless world. In a timeless world, it is impossible to define a boundary. Hence, the universe has no boundary. The endemic origin of life in the universe is a very reasonable guess. And in this way, we achieve a unified vision of all science.
Wonderful. That's why the title, The Universe Out of the Box. Wonderful. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Bruno. We are pleased to meet you, and we thank you for this interview and wish you best luck with the book.
Thank you to you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bold, interdisciplinary, and deeply human, The Universe Out of the Box is an invitation to step beyond conventional thinking and rediscover wonder, logic, and meaning in the cosmos. The Universe Out of the Box, written by Giovanni Gregori and Bruno Gregori, is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobooks.